Hello, everyone. We're here today for the Mirandus Townhall, and we're gonna talk about Mirandus, answer your questions, and also we have here Fernio, the team lead, and Joshua, the product manager, and they have a lot of things to talk. So we're gonna pass the mic to them already. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Doug. Hi,
Thanks,
Yosha. How are
Doug.
you?
Hey, Fernio.
So welcome everyone to the November Town Hall. Thanks, Doug, for sharing the slides. I forgot to share them beforehand. But yeah, we're here. We're about to start with the Town Hall. And as usual, we will start going through the news for Mirandus. So, what are the latest news in the project? Well, first thing first, the holidays are here. We didn't do much to get them here. That's time. The time god is in charge of that. But we will be decorating the towns in Mirandus for the holidays. So when the update is live in December, go check them out. Uh, I think you will find it very very festive. Um, and for our second bit of news, something that's already in the game, cosmetic hats are now available. We added them on the November update, so a week ago, and we launched the feature with 3 hats available for players to purchase. One of them was time limited, so uh, we've been already seeing players enjoy them, use them while adventuring. So that's been fun. Awesome news. And something I think we hadn't announced yet, but we will have time limited sales every month. Uh, so next week, check the Gala store for the new hats that will be available for the whole month of December. So hope you like them. And also this week we have a new event starting on Friday. So uh, we've decided to reduce the length a bit of the events so that they don't transform into such a big time commitment. So this event will start on Friday and run until Monday. And we will be sharing more details now. But first, let's check on how things went with the October event. So, Yosha, uh, your turn.
Thank you, Fernio. So, yeah, we're going to check a couple of metrics on the A Cut Above event. So, this was the October event. This was a bit special because it was a collaboration between three of the games that we have in Gala. So, it was Vexi, Townstar, and Mirandus. So we included a few NFTs in the leaderboards, and these NFTs were from another partner game. So we had a bit of interesting movements among the users. So we're going to check these results. So let's move to the next slide. Okay, so what you see here in the highlighted squares are the results for the October event, and we are comparing this with the ones in September. So one of the things that went really good is that we had more installs. So you can see that in September we had 197 installs versus 231 that we had in October. So we had an increase of 17.2%. So that was something good. However, on the other hand, we didn't have as many returning players as we had new ones. So in total, we did have slightly less players than in September. So you can see on the right that we had 519 players in September versus 496 that we had in October. And from the side of the good news, so the installs, we can see that some of these people actually came from the other games. So you can see here, this represents all the new users. And you can see in light purple that we have people that were new and didn't come from either Townstar or Bexy. So we have 53.2% versus the one on the right where we have 108 users. And this represents, I think it's a 45. Sorry, it's a very tiny number. But yeah, let me check. 46.8%. Sorry, I'm a bit blind. And these people did come either from Townstar or from Bexy. So that's something that's good. And another thing that we noticed as well is that some of the players that installed the game during the event are still coming back. So we are still seeing activity from these users. So I want to assume that they liked the game and they wanted to stay. So they are sticking around and still playing Mirandus.
Yeah,
So we can,
that's
yeah,
awesome news.
yeah,
Having players stick to the game, that's very
Mhm.
cool.
yeah. And we can move to the next one. Okay, so here, this is just the number of users that were playing during the duration of the event. So it was between, I think we started on Thursday until Monday. And one of the things that we found different from the other months is that even though we had more installs, we didn't see as many people being part of the event. We think that one of the reasons might be that we know we don't have a developed first time user experience, so maybe some people didn't know what to do for the event. I know that many members of the community did try to help the new players, and we really appreciate that. But that could have been one of the reasons why we see an increase in regular users. So the ones in purple, we went from 60 in September to 81 in October. However, the people participating in the event decreased. So we had an 11.5% decrease in that number. And that also meant that the leaderboard was not complete. We had 250 positions available. We were giving Gala to, I think it was 150, and then the rest was supposed to receive the NFT, the Townstar NFT. It was the zombie skin. So yeah, we did have 12 positions still available. But yeah, it is what it is. And then for this month, we have 150. So we hope that the leaderboard is going to be full this time. And yeah, and I also hope that the new event is going to be fun for everyone. And I think it's the moment now to introduce the new event.
Yeah, I was going to say that we probably have a game, or rather, we had events that were not as easy to join, right?
Yeah,
Where
yeah, that's true.
you had to power up your character before being able to kill a goblin. Goblins are not that easy, so hopefully the new event is more accessible to players in general.
Yes. Okay, so this month's event is called Dusk of the Broken. So we're going to see a small preview of what's new for this month. So the first thing is the picture you can see here. So you can already see who are the main characters for this event. So we have the Wisp, we have the Stag, and we have the Golden Bunny. Many of you may remember the Golden Bunny from one of our first playtests with this team that happened in 2024. And yeah, the golden bunny is back. I saw some people excited about the seeing the golden bunny again. um and yeah, so the thing for this event is that we are going to have these three npcs that are very special. They only have 1 hp, so they are easy to kill. You can kill them with whatever weapon you want in the game, and you need to hunt them, and each of them will give you a different amount of points. And once you kill one of them, they're going to respawn almost immediately somewhere else in the map. So the idea is that the most common one will be the stag. This is why we put a rarity on this one, and we will have around 200 of them in the map. Then we have the wisp. The wisp will be epic, and we will have 100. And then we have the golden bunny, which is the most difficult one, and we will have 50 of them in the map. They're very small. However, you can hear them. We have tested this, and it's the same as in the playtest. You can hear the golden bunny. Well, the wisp, you can hear it as well. So yeah, this is the main mechanic for this event. Now, regarding the chest, we can move to the next one. So we have a mystery chest that is slightly different to the ones we've seen for the previous events. I'm just going to make a pause because I see Abdo is asking points or chaotic trace in this event. This will be points. You don't have to loot these NPCs. I forgot that part. That's important. You just have to kill them. You don't need to loot them. So we're going to be counting the kills, and you don't have to loot the points. Okay, so for the chest, the Dusk of the Broken Mystery chest, this one is legendary because we're using the highest rarity of the items in the chest. So this means we have an extra rarity compared to the ones we've seen in the previous months. So yeah, we have the scribbles. This is the one that it's legendary. And we have the three usual ones that we've seen in the previous mystery chest. So we have an uncommon, a rare, and an epic one. And these are related to a character, and I have no idea how to pronounce this. Each time I read this, I think I'm reading it wrong, but I think it's Thielfat.
Oh, I was going to say Thielfat. Yeah, I guess
I don't know.
we will have to ask Kuro about
Kuro.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's complicated. So yeah, we will have 300 units, the same as last month. Now the price is a bit higher since we have an extra item that has a higher rarity. And these NFTs will have 2 bonus during the event. One is the bonus on the event points, and the second one is an extra speed. And this extra speed is going to be very handy because you're going to need to run a lot to catch the stag, the wisp, and the golden bunny, especially the golden bunny. I think the stag and the wisp are easier to kill without running around, but the golden bunny is a sneaky one.
Yeah, pretty fast.
Yeah.
Pretty fast.
Yeah, and tiny, so it's hard to spot as well.
Yep.
So yeah,
So play with headphones or with audio volume turned up. You will want to use your ears to try and hear the golden bunny before you see it.
True. And the last one about the new event is a special Thanksgiving thank you that we wanted to include for this leaderboard. We saw that people liked that we gave NFTs on the last event, even though that one was an NFT for Townstar. So in this case, we wanted to include our own NFTs in the leaderboard. And we will be giving a Viridian back hat NFT to the top 5 players on the leaderboard. So this is one of the new cosmetic hats that Fernie just mentioned. So yes, this will be an extra reward on this leaderboard.
There's another good question from Abdo. So Abdo
Mhm.
asks, how many points is each one?
Yes. So we have the blog post with the event
Yeah,
announcement. You can find all the details there. But if you give me a
I have the blog
second,
post open
yeah,
here. So the
yeah. So
start is
it's 10 points.
granting 10
Where's
points.
yeah,
The
Wisp
Wisp
50. Yeah,
uh
and
and the
Golden
Golden
Bunny
Bunny, it's
500.
500 this
Yeah.
time. So yeah,
Yes.
you will need to strategize around that, and we will be paying attention how people play this event so that we fine tune it if
Mm,
needed for the next time. But this
yes.
time, you will be competing for the gala rewards and 5 Viridian back hats. So
Yes.
hopefully everyone will have a good time uh, competing and trying to find all
And
the
running.
special entities. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I saw a couple of interesting questions as well in the chat. So I saw Kuro answering one of them, but just in case, because the chat I think is going to disappear after the live is over. Uh, there's a question by Grokthis. It says, "Do the trinkets stack on same rarity?" So no, they. You can only equip one of each rarity. You can choose 3 out of the 4 that exist, but it's just one of each. And also, if they need to be equipped or just in the inventory, they need to be equipped. So, also thanks to Guro that he's answering some of the questions in the chat. But yeah, so for people that are seeing this transmission after it's over, those were important questions. Okay, so for the Thanksgiving sale, so there's also a blog post about the Thanksgiving sale. So some of the games in Gala are doing some sales or events or different activities to celebrate this holiday. And we wanted to join as well, so we decided to have 40% off some items. So the first 2 are the pets. So we have the Phoenix and the Hawk. These have 40% off. So if you don't have these pets and you want them, this is a very good opportunity to purchase them with a very good discount. This discount will be available between today and December 1st. So yeah, you can go and grab one of these pets. And we also have a discount in the first 3 mystery chests that we had for the events. The first one was A Glimpse into the Unknown, the second one was Humble Beginnings, and the third one was Desperate Measures. So you can find those with a discounted price as well. I think people like a lot the A Glimpse into the Unknown chest. We've been tracking the amount of available items that we have for each one of these. And yeah, a lot of people like this one. We guess because they have a good effect on the game, and also because these were the rings, so they can be used on a different slot from the trinkets that we have for the other events. So if you don't have them and you want them, you can go to the store and you will see these sales with the 40% off. And finally, for me, the last thing that I wanted to share with you is this beautiful banner that the art team made this week for the new hats that we will have for the holiday sale. So this will be available in December. As Fernio said, they will be available next week. And this is how they look. So we have 2. We will have the deer's antlers, I think it's a word.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will be an epic NFT. And then we will have Santa's hat, and Santa's hat will be a legendary item. So yeah, in case you want this, you need to pay attention to the comps that we are going to publish. Remember, this will be available from next week. And also, since these have high rarity, the amount of available items will be similar to the Buralet. I think that's the
Yeah, the Burgundy Burle.
yeah, yeah. Those fancy names are complicated. And that one sold out. So yeah, I don't
Stay
think these
tuned.
are going to last too long. So yeah.
Yeah, stay tuned to the to Gala's blog and to the Discord. We will be announcing as soon as the hats are available on the store.
Mhm. Yes, yes.
Okay,
And that's it for me. Thank you.
thanks, Yosha. So, uh, my turn to show a bit more of the project. Let's take a look again at the roadmap. So, how did things look on the previous town hall? What we see last time? We were talking about releasing in November with the lore items feature and an update to Skywood Mine, where enemies were finally present in the mine. So that was released as expected. I saw people sharing screenshots in Discord about their adventures in Skywood Mine. Um, we thought it was very hard, but I guess you people managed to get to the altar area. So congratulations to anyone that was able to conquer Skywood Mine. That was cool. But also on top of that, we released the cosmetic hats. So three available and usable in the game already. Um, we also added the Goblin Scavenger to the mix of enemies you could encounter in Mirandus. So I hope that was also fun and engaging and gave a new twist, a fresh new twist to combat and adventuring in Mirandus. And we also had the time to create new crafting ingredients and the recipes that go with them. So that was intended to also ease players into the game a bit better so that we had more of a progression with the existing armor and weapon pieces. Um, and also have different kinds of challenges to players trying to gather the ingredients for those equipments. So hopefully it had the intended effect. We still are analyzing our data, but if not, we will give another go at this. We're always working towards making the game more accessible to players. And also, we did do a redesign to the loot UI to try and communicate better what are you getting and why. Like if you are not getting something that dropped from an enemy, why is that? So hopefully now the game is much more clear in communicating um, what is available to you as a player after a bout of combat. Um, so and for December we were aiming to have Skyward Mine launched to everyone, like having all the pieces in there. Um, maybe not every bug fixed, maybe not everything to the final level of polish, but having all the pieces in there so that players could enjoy the whole experience. And we were aiming to have the first tech preview of deeds in the game, and having an update on regarding items on blockchain. And for January, we were expecting to have in-game chat available in the game. So how are things looking now? Uh, for December, we are still aiming to have the launch of Skywound Mine. Nothing changed there. We continue working. We continue adding enemies, features, and dangers and challenges to Skywound Mine. So hopefully players will find it that the new elements add a new twist to gameplay in there, in that zone. We are still working on deeds. We think we will be able to have the first tech preview available on December. We are aiming to release the December update on the second week of December. So between, or rather before December 12th. So by then, we hope to have the Skywood Mine launched, the tech preview for Deeds, but we did do a small twist on what is going to be included on the second release of items on blockchain, because we didn't think the UI was missing anything really important. So what we're going to do is to allow for 3 new items to be mintable in game. So that is coming in 2 weeks time. In about 2 weeks time. So keep an eye out for the blog post or Discord announcement about the update being ready. If you have the full suite of armor and weapons and everything, then you're probably ready to get back to minting. So that will be available for the December update. And as a completely new feature, which we deemed it was necessary to be introducing at this point in the game, we will have a message inbox. So finally, we will be able to communicate with anyone playing the game via in-game messages. This is different than the in-game chat. This will be an inbox where the messages will be waiting for you until you log in and take a look at what's there, what new information we need to get to you. And this also gives us the possibility of sending in-game items to everyone through the message inbox. So now we will have a better place where if anything goes wrong at some point during development, we can then think about how to best compensate players for any downtime or any loss in progress or inventory, and then we can send via in-game message a compensation package for everyone, or maybe we can send you an item for celebrating a milestone, maybe for the game's anniversary, or maybe for a special occasion, some other kind of special occasion or gala celebration. So that's a cool feature that we're very happy that we will have in the game. So for January, in January, we're still planning to release the in-game chat. There's still work to do, but we think that's a necessary feature for the game. We just need to put the engineering time on it and get it through the finish line. I'm expecting that we will do a final balance and fine-tuning pass for Skywound Mine on January. I know that Kuro would like to dedicate time to that, so that is something new for January that hopefully everyone will enjoy. And on January, given how fast the first batch of mintable items went away, I'm thinking we will do a third batch of mintable items on January. So Uh, we'll try and expand the uh, options for mental items as much as possible. Any item that makes sense to make it mintable, we will try and put it there, but always releasing in staggered fashion so that we can make sure everything's working as expected. And on February, we are expecting to have our second technical preview of the deeds. So new features by then, to continue advancing on the feature and keep moving forward to make it look what like the final feature that everyone is expecting, to have their NFTs working and the economy and things like that. By February, we also are aiming to have our first preview of what will be the second dungeon in the game. So hopefully we will be able to sit down, have a high level design for the dungeon, and then coordinate with the art team so that they can give a hand, create the technology and the assets, and prepare the our asset library so that design can create a first um, draft of our second dungeon, something that you can check out and take a look. The same way we did with Skyward Mine, where there was first a rough pass, and then we started working on top of what we're seeing. And by February, I'm also hoping that we can resume work on the missing exemplars in the game, starting with the female halfling. So hopefully by February, we can incorporate her to the roster of playable characters and have her enabled then, and be fully compatible with all weapons and armors that are already in the game and that everyone here has probably already collected. So if you have a halfling NFT, exemplar NFT, my hope is that by February you will be able to play as a male or female character, as you prefer. And for the rest of the next year, we wish to have the deeds, the MVP version of deeds in place and working. We're aiming to have our second dungeon complete. So in a similar state to Skywood Mine, with enemies, resources, secrets, and treasures. Hopefully, we can have that kind of gameplay in there. And in general, continue adding additional content. We also want to have a new zone, which gives us a different gameplay space compared to dungeons. So we haven't forgotten about creating zones. We just have to make sure that they are feasible, or that the calendar actually lets us concentrate on any zone. So that's how things are looking for the future of Mirandus for now. I I think there was a couple of questions.
A lot.
Yeah, yeah. I got lost in this converse, or rather, the exposition of the roadmap. So, um, how about we answer first to a question that we received via the form, and then I can check back on the history of questions we have here. But via the form, Vulture wrote, an eerie atmosphere of Skywood Mine is absent of its sound in the abyss, no? So if I understand correctly, they are asking about our soundscape in Skywood Mine, and the answer is that is actually just the same as Narrow's Landing for enemy effects and player effects, but it is actually missing environment sound. Sound design and sound assets in general is something that we are lacking right now. We have been forced to delay looking into this issue, but it is something that we are very aware that it's lacking. So it's on our to-do list. It's getting more urgent every week that passes. So we've already started looking into our options. There's a sound engine that's already integrated in the game, um, but we have to look at how our sound creation and integration pipeline will look like. So yeah, this is pending. We need to continue working on it, and we hope that we can add a proper sound ambience to Skywood Mind in the near future. So what else is there? So Abdo a while back asked, what is the purpose of the lore items? So right now the purpose is to uh, let everyone know a bit more about the story of Mirandus, like uh, what has happened in the near past, and maybe more in the distant past, so that the world feels like more like a real place. And in the future, we also wanted to be a collectible mechanics, so that when players uh, complete a collection, maybe they receive a bonus, maybe they receive a prize, an in-game, an item reward of some kind, that we wish to continue working on and building on top of what's there in the game, what you already saw there. Uh, so many questions.
I have one. I have one.
Go ahead.
From I Love Truth 8885. Will any of these hats have any type of abilities? So far, no. They're just cosmetic hats. Now that doesn't mean that in the future maybe we could have one with abilities, but at this moment, the ones that we've sold, no, they're just to look cool. No abilities for now. And if we have one in the future, we will let you guys know.
Exactly.
We also have. There was a question about recurring players. So yeah, in general, we only show the KPIs for the event, and we don't show the ones for the rest of the month, I would say. But I'm checking. That's why I'm I'm being a bit slow. Let me check. For the monthly active users, I would say in the last 3 months we had around 500, and the new ones were like 150 in average. So yeah, let's say that 350 were recurring, approximately, in average in the last 3 months. What else?
Yeah, I'm seeing people happy about some of the news that we shared. So
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm happy to see that.
I'm
Uh,
sending screenshots to the rest of the team. So each time you say a nice comment about something that was included in the last release, I send a screenshot. So
yeah,
they're
yeah.
happy. Yeah.
Stefanikov 3230 asked, "What are your high-level goals for 2026?" So besides deeds and dungeons and zones, we in general want to expand with additional content and additional features. So to keep building on the game, to keep moving it forward, to keep adding MMO features, keep adding RPG features, um, uh, continue expanding like the catalog of weapons, armors, enemies, uh, harvestables, recipes, so that the game provides like each month uh, more time for you to play in there. So if maybe some of you are joining Mirandus to enjoy the plays, but I'm sure there are players that come in to plow through the content. So we wish to add new content every month so that players find new things to do and want to come back to Mirandus to see what's new, what else is there in Mirandus. So the that's the strategy, to continue building on top of what we have, so that we we get ever more closer to a full game. So hopefully that's something that everyone can agree on.
We have another interesting question from the same person, and it
Mhm.
says, "Guys, is your player base growing due to the development of the game?" So we want to think that it is. So one thing that I can say is that so far we haven't done any user acquisition. So all the base growing so far has been organic. So we don't have any paid campaigns or anything like that. So the biggest thing that we've done in this month is just these collaborations with other games within the Gala environment. So yeah, I like to think that it's because of the development of the game and that we've done a good job and this is bringing new people to the game as well.
Yeah, we see new people every week,
Every
um,
day, actually.
every day, right? Yeah, but I'm guessing we also lose a few players
Mm.
every day or every week. But we are seeing a stable number, um, but that's better than a declining number that we saw at some point. So I thinking now uh, we are balancing. We are working on balancing the inflow and the outflow of players. It seems like we are achieving at least that much, keeping things stable, and we think that as we continue adding content and gameplay features, we create a more attractive package to then do the user acquisition that Yosha was saying earlier. So yeah, it's something we need to do. All games, live operated games, do it. You do some kind of user acquisition, um, because there's this like fierce competition for time, and we need to let people know that Mirandus is there. It's a place where they can spend their time, and hopefully we can find people that think this is their better option to spend their time. But I, I recognize that we need to have content and gameplay for to make it attractive. to players. Um, okay, so well, there's always more questions. But we're running out of time, I would say. So hopefully you found this town hall informative. We also check Discord from frequently. So if your question didn't get answered on the town hall, please check out our Discord. Join the community there. Post your questions there, and we will try to get to everyone. Or maybe your question has already been answered, and other community members can point you to those answers. But thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you, Yosha, for helping me
Thank
as
you.
always. Thank you, Doug, for setting everything up. Um, and we'll see you next month. Take care, everyone.
Bye bye, everyone. See
Bye.
you there in Discord.
Bye. See you.